we have a situation that can ruin Honkai Star Rail forever. I watched a little bit of this.
I usually never
But
talk about leaks on my channel whatsoever. And if that's something that you don't want to hear right now, then I recommend skipping this video. But
Yep.
I just came back from a 2-day break, and I
Welcome back.
heard what I consider to be, and I mean this genuinely, unironically, unequivocally, okay? And this is going to seem like an exaggeration. The worst thing ever to happen to a gacha game out of any game that I've ever played. Like,
That's
it
pretty
is
bad.
threat level dragon on how bad this shit is. And I say dragon because Hoyoverse is dragging their nuts on every single player's face
Damn.
for what they're about to do with Honkai Star Rail. This is
That's not
offensive.
looking good.
You should be worried. You should be scared. You should be voicing your concerns on the forums, because I mean this genuinely. I think I would stop playing if this actually made it to live. It's actually that bad. They're going to take FOMO to a new height because it is truly that predatory. And I think a lot of players would join me when they understand how bad this precedent is on what it indicates for the current state of gacha games, the ever-growing problem of power creep in Honkai Star Rail, as well as the blueprint it's going to provide to other games and what they deem acceptable for the predatory practice that they can put forth. I mean this from the bottom of my soul. This is worse than anything that Genshin Impact has ever done. It's not even close. It's worse than Malvika and Sitlali on the same banner. It is worse than pay gate and quality of life.
What can be worse
so
than that?
fucking bad. It's almost saddening. But I'm going to talk about what it is that they might do. And this is why I'm making this video, because it is so important to me.
Yeah, we gotta remember that it's just a leak. What's the word I'm looking for? The chance of it actually being real is still slim. So we never know what changes there will be. So definitely take everything with a grain of salt.
That I'm hoping you guys will go onto the forums, go onto the YouTube comments, call out anyone defending this shit, going into Twitch chats, going into fucking Reddits, the Discords, and saying, we don't want this. The most beneficial thing that you can do right now is learn Chinese, go onto the Chinese forums,
Ni
and bitch
hao.
there too. All right? So Google Translate English to Chinese, go onto Bilibili or wherever the Chinese people talk. I don't fucking know. My social credit's not high enough, and I'm probably banned. And we need to voice that this
Okay.
shit is not allowed to come live.
What are you
Now,
talking
in case
about?
you don't know what it is, and I'm going to tell you why it's a problem, and then we're going to react to a Reddit article and a YouTube video. What the passive does, and I don't want to clickbait you guys because I don't want to make this video too long before you get the point, and everything else is going to be icing on the cake. What Castorice does is when she's on your account, is she provides a universal buff for the teams in play.
What? A universal buff being on the account. But you mean on the team, right?
Even if she's not on those teams. And the for the teams in play, even if she's not on those teams.
No shot. Oh, whoa. That's not good. That's not good. That is very not good. For those of you who don't understand why this isn't a good thing, it means that you will be required to pull this character. Because you can expect the developers to balance future endgame content around you having this kind of buff. Imagine a character that literally just buffs your damage just by not even being on the team, just by sitting on your account. Then they would really have to balance around that. And if they make one character like that, they'll make multiple. This is literally Silver Wolf coming out and changing everything for the worst again. No way that they're doing this. No way. No way.
And the problem is that I've seen the in-game screenshots. I have seen what she does. And the worst thing is that there are 3 other characters coming out with a similar gimmick. All you have to do is pull them, and if they're on your account, I shit you not, they're going to increase the attack of every character on your team. They're going to increase the max HP and speed of all the characters on your team. And they're going to increase the skill levels of all the characters on your team.
That's so bad.
Now, the hope is to voice that we do not want this. Once again, they're leaks. So take them with a grain of salt. And the reason why I want you all to take these with a grain of salt is because I'm hoping there is no way this makes it to live. Because it is that broken.
There is no way the Chinese community will let this go through, right? I'm sure there's someone in the Chinese community that do look at leaks. They're probably testing the character right now as well, so they can probably give feedback. So people who go into the closed beta for the Honkai Star Rail patches and get to try out Castorice and learn about them, I'm sure they'll let it known that this is a bad idea. Because it will not look good if this game goes down that route. Definitely not. Oh, man.
It is so bad. It's insane. Because now, if you don't pull them, your account is weaker, whether or not you're using them. Which means it makes every character a must pull if you want those universal buffs. And if you're saying they're not going to tune them to those stat requirements, I'm sorry, you are sorely fucking mistaken.
They already power crept MLC to Ends of Hell, quadrupled the health pool of all the bosses. Now imagine if we get a character that buffs our damage, they're gonna like even increase that health pool even more. What does Castorice even do?
Here's the thing. Tribby was nerfed 3 fucking times before she's making it to live. And she's still busted. That's why it really makes me worried. But at least they're open to
I don't even know what
removing
Tribby
these
does.
things. And I want to make this very clear.
That.
These do not need nerfs. Any content creator who's saying they need nerfs.
You do not need to nerf the ability that buffs an account just by having the character on there. You need to delete it. You need to get rid of it. You need to just not have that in a game. I don't know any gacha game that has that ability. That's insane. That's insane. It just needs to be deleted.
They do not need a nerf. What they need is full removal. Full removal.
Yep.
There should be no character in the game besides ones that everyone will have on their account. If the main character had these buffs, it's fine. Because you can't...
Good point. If they added only on the MC or give us a March or a Dan Hung for free that does this ability, that would be fine. Only on the free characters that are given through the main story. Nothing else. If they make it limited,
not have that character. You do not makes your whole account stronger even when not using them as long as you have this character. And the rumor is what Castorice does is if one of your characters were to die, it puts them in a cocoon for 1 turn. If they get a heal, they come back to life.
What?
So it gives you a cheat death on a passive. That is merely dipping their toes in the water. What this can set for other gacha games. If other companies get wind.
You know how they balance around Castorice with that kind of ability? They would make the MOC boss literally just delete your team with an insane attack where you would be required to either have a fat shield with Aventurine or die forever if you don't have Castorice. That's not good.
That this is okay for them to do? So bad.
It's
now,
not
here's the problem.
Good.
People have already tried to voice their concerns on what happened with Castorice. And I shit you not, this thread that was very well articulated is downvoted to 0. The Honkai Star Rail community on the EN side does not want you talking about this. This is why this community is fucking cooked. This is why overpositive CCs in Honkai Star Rail can guarantee.
I feel like people on Reddit are kind of echo chambered. It's so hard to get diverse opinions when people feel so strongly about their own personal opinion to the point where they cannot stand seeing anyone on the other side just talk about the problems.
Guarantee themselves an extra 400 to 500 viewers if they just suck the dick of this game, because it sucks. But the longer we go on, the more the Honkai Star Rail community becomes the Genshin Impact community.
Honkai Star Rail is really dropping in
because
my
I love
opinion.
this fucking game.
All the good developers went to Zone Zero.
I don't know why they're doing this.
Or they're making a new
the things
game.
that were downvoted. The anniversary power creep trend. True. They did this with Acheron. Now they're doing this with Castorice.
No secret that every new character in HSR contributed to power creep. Acheron. The reset of Oneric Shard bonuses during the anniversary serves as a strong incentive for players to spend. Obviously. This coupled with growing importance of certain mechanics like Remembrance forces players to pull for new units if they want to stay competitive in MLC, Perfection, or Apocalypse content. Yeah, my team cannot fully complete Perfection.
However, I want to make this perfectly clear.
Right now. So
Castorice is so much worse than Acheron. Acheron was at least, okay, this is fine.
Acheron got power crept, so unless you have her at E2, and Light Cone, she's pretty ass.
Silver Wolf was the part where I was like, all right, let's chill out here, guys. Implanting weakness, that's yikes. However, we're already past that.
They really got, like, destroyed the elemental system for this game. I don't know what they were thinking.
Acheron was just more of the shit that we already had. But Acheron did break the game. This breaks every principle in store for game development. Castorice widened power gap.
Hoyoverse was already given us a sneak peek at Castorice's animation and difference compared to earlier units, such as Sealy. It's staggering. It's not about aesthetics, historically better animation quality. As someone who has played since launch, I've never felt this much pressure to pull a unit. Situation is even worse for dot teams.
True. The 2X
Dot
Super Break
is
meta,
sidelined.
true. Persistent
Sad.
balance issues since Penacony, true. Comparison to Genshin Impact and other older Hoyo game, true. The struggles
Why is he saying true?
of non-well players and the
title?
toxicity of content creators, true. Enough is enough. Absolutely. I don't really think they missed too much on this. And why don't we just go ahead and read one real quick. I don't like comparing games, but I don't have to say this. Well, no God's Game Free Power Creep, Genshin Impact, which is 4 years old, does not suffer nearly as an HSR. This is fine. It is important and very, very beneficial to compare other gacha games to current gacha games. An additional concern is that content creators and professional players seem out of touch with the average player. Many cannot afford to pull every top-tier character, yet guide videos can push terms like best DPS and best support, making it seem like the old characters are useless, because they are. But I do agree. Many of the content creators for this game are severely out of touch. They think that every guy is going to have an E2 this, E2 that with the light cone. Absolutely not. The majority of players may be pulling 1 out of every 3 new banner unit and using 4 stars as their weapons, because they're not going to collect every premium gem. They're just going to log in, get the character they want, and they're going to get the fucking app.
Yeah. I think that's all we need to hear, right? Castorice has an ability that's bullshit, and it should not ever be in a gacha game unless it's a free character. I think that's all we need to know. Yeah, that's an awesome idea. Hilarious. Fake Lab, gonna have Saber casting Excalibur to serve every battle when you're losing. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I'm really curious what the fake characters will be able to do. People citing this are not Hoyo shells, they are Hoyo cows. Yep, getting milked. True. Content creator situation is 10,000% true. Whenever you want to find a workable team, everyone just posts top meta unit and often full E6 or whatever. Yeah, free-to-play units, it is hard to do end-game content with now. It's not feasible. Damn. Anyways, that's all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. This is bad. This is not looking good. Hopefully they don't go through with it.
わせて